Hi, everyone. This is Bill Ritter, and you're watching live coverage from ABC-7 New York. We invite you to check in throughout the day on our website, streaming app, and social platforms for breaking news, up-to-the-minute headlines, and AccuWeather. And remember, you can always find us on Channel 7, your home for Eyewitness News.
Okay, thank you for joining us today for an update and announcement on our winter storm preparedness efforts. I'm here today with New Jersey State Police Acting Superintendent and State Director of Emergency Management, David Sorotowicz, President and CEO of New Jersey Transit, Chris Calori, Department of Transportation Acting Commissioner Joe Bertoni, and Port Director Beth Rooney. Yesterday, I signed an executive order declaring a state of emergency in all 21 counties here in New Jersey as we continue to prepare for dangerous weather beginning tonight and especially on Sunday. That will go into effect at 5 p.m. Eastern Time today. It allows certain state agencies to take additional steps to protect the health and safety of New Jersey residents. Out of an abundance of caution, considering the dangerous road conditions that we are anticipating, we also announced commercial vehicle travel restrictions. This goes into effect at midnight tonight. I did not take this decision lightly, and we have also coordinated with Pennsylvania to ensure we're all getting our citizens the best and most up-to-date information possible. To be clear, personnel carrying food, fuel, and medical supplies are exempt, as are utility companies, public safety vehicles, and essential personnel. There continues to be plenty of salt at the port for counties and municipalities who need it, and Port Director Beth Rooney will share more. I also said yesterday that we would continue to monitor weather conditions and update decisions that impact travel as appropriate. I've received several briefings and updates from the National Weather Service and have been in constant communication with our emergency operations teams today. We are still expecting dangerous weather, including heavy snowfall, extreme cold, ice, and wind up to 30 miles per hour. So here is the latest. We're currently expecting 4 to 6 inches of snow along the coast, 6 to 10 inches in South and Central Jersey, and 8 to 14 up in North Jersey. We are expecting a storm the likes of which we haven't seen in years. It is going to present very dangerous conditions for travel. Beginning at 7 a.m., we expect heavy snowfall in South Jersey. So starting very early, some of the heaviest snowfall in the South will start about 7 a.m. We expect that to continue, and then at noon turn over to a wintry mix. This is actually not great news, given that that could really present a very icy condition with more danger for travelers. In North Jersey, we expect heavy snow to begin around 10 and last until 4 p.m. in the afternoon. And these are blizzard-like conditions, 1 to 2 inches per hour coming down during these periods of time. And even though, as I said, there is less snow now forecast for South Jersey, we are very concerned about the wintry mix. The roads are very cold. There will be accumulation, there will be ice. On the ground, we are not going to see the temperatures go much above freezing, so we are really going to have some dangerous conditions. Based on these updated forecasts and to protect the safety of the people of New Jersey, I'm temporarily suspending bus, light rail, and access link service system-wide for the full service day on Sunday. This is effective beginning at about 4 a.m. on Sunday until the conditions allow for a ramp up and the resumption of service. We will be continuing to monitor forecasts and conditions on the ground. We'll be operating the commuter rail system until 2 p.m. on Sunday. 2 p.m. Sunday. So you need to be on a train getting to where you need to go by 2, because then things are shutting down until we can get service back up based again on forecast and conditions on the ground. We'll communicate service levels for Monday as the storm impacts are assessed throughout the day on Sunday. The Department of Transportation will also be announcing temporary speed reductions, and the acting commissioner will speak to those. I've asked our team to closely brief me on the developing conditions so we can make modifications as needed. Again, This decision was based on the most recent forecast and made with public safety at the top of mind. We are the most densely populated state in the nation, and we take our jobs, first and foremost, to keep our residents safe, incredibly seriously. So I'm going to reiterate, stay off the roads on Sunday. Starting tonight, we are going to see dangerous conditions forming. It's a good weekend to stay indoors. If you need to make a last run to the grocery store or Home Depot, get it done now. Get this done today. Anything you need, go out today and grab it, and plan to stay off the roads tomorrow. Keep your devices charged, whether that's your phone or computer. Do not commit to anything Monday morning. Check on your neighbors, especially seniors, during the storm to make sure they're doing okay and they don't need anything. Go to ready.nj.gov for more information. And I know the people of New Jersey are pretty pragmatic. I know you guys got this. Your teenage kids may not have this, so make sure you're checking in on them. Keep them off the roads. Thank you. So now I'm going to turn this over to Acting Superintendent of the State Police, David Sorotowicz. Thank you.
Thank you, Governor. I just want to reiterate that this will be a major storm. Our snow accumulations may have gone down, but icing is still a major concern. If you do not have to be on the roads, please, we urge you, stay home. Allow our plows and our emergency service personnel to effectively perform their duties and get our roadways and our state open again as quick as possible. If you do have to be on the roadway and you see an emergency vehicle, please, with their lights activated, slow down and move over. Allow them room to perform their duties. Thank you very much. Please be safe tomorrow.
Governor, thank you. When you oversee the largest statewide transportation system in the country, your goal isn't to just get people somewhere when you think things are okay. You got to focus especially making sure they get somewhere safely when things are not okay. When you have a 2,000-mile wide storm with snow, ice, and wind, your primary job is to make sure you are watching out for the safety of your customers, your employees. That's what we're trying to do. So when we gave the governor our recommendation, it was based on that prudent judgment that it is better to secure the service and temporarily suspend it, and we can resume it as soon as the snow is over, as the conditions allow. While the snowstorm is ongoing, our crews are going to be out there maintaining the fleet, clearing the snow, and yes, even plow the rails, just to make sure we get everything in order to resume service as soon as it is practical. I predict that the bus service will be out first as soon as the conditions allow. I just want to reemphasize what the governor has been trying to say the entire time, and I think it is so important. We want to make sure that the residents of the state of New Jersey are safe. That is our focus and our singular focus. Once we get through the storm, we will ramp back the service as quickly as possible so people can get on with their lives. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Governor. Good afternoon, everyone. Given the latest forecast and out of abundance of caution for public safety, speed restrictions of 35 miles per hour will be placed on the New Jersey Turnpike, Garden State Parkway, Atlantic City Expressway, and all state and interstate highways beginning at midnight tonight. These restrictions will remain in effect until conditions warrant. We strongly encourage you not to be on the roads. If you absolutely positively have to be on the roads, we ask that you proceed with extreme caution and be mindful of our plow crews. Please do not attempt to pass our plow crews. Thank you, and stay safe.
Good afternoon. So with regards to the port and port operations, We have 3 different road salt purveyors. All of them have been working around the clock for the last 4 days preparing and helping us prepare for the storm. We have over 300,000 metric tons of salt currently available at the port, and our companies that provide the salt, Morton Salt, who we're most familiar with from the table salt, Atlantic Salt, and Prieta Salt, are all delivering out combined about 50,000 metric tons of salt a day for the last 72 hours. They will continue to do so until conditions deteriorate tomorrow and they're not able to do that. We also have 3 additional ships that are inbound with more salt to come. So the salt is here, the salt is moving. It's moving out as fast and as safely as it can to all of those who need it. And the port, again, stands by and ready to support the safety of New Jersey and all of its residents throughout this storm. So thank you very much.
Thank you. And now we're ready for any on-topic questions.
What does New Jersey Transit trains look like for Monday morning? How long is it going to take to ramp up? And for anyone, what is the recommendations for schools? I know it's an individual decision.
We will be assessing schools and the state employees as we see what the storm comes in like. We'll assess the conditions on the ground and then make decisions on schools.
The resumption of service of the entire fleet, whether it is for bus, light rail, or commuter rail, is all dependent on the condition. As I said, I think conditions permitting, I think bus service will probably resume first, and then others following. Again, as you also know, that our commuter rail is heavily dependent on Amtrak. We will be in coordination with them to make sure we can resume service safely and efficiently.
You have a ramp-up time. Should people expect to have trains Monday morning?
We will alert them as we understand what the storm is doing, but rest assured, we will get the service back as quickly as possible. But I want to be clear, I will not compromise on the safety of the residents of the state of New Jersey, and my recommendation will always be consistent with that.
Well, thank you all so much. I appreciate you, and we will continue to update you as we get more information. Thank you again.